Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play Llama Drama. It's ages 7 and up, 2 to 4 players, and it takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to be the first to get rid of all of your cards. For game setup, you deal each player, we have a 2-player game here, 3 cards face down, then you put 3 cards face up, and then each player is dealt 5 cards. You pick a player to go first, and we'll say it's this player, and they get to pick a card to start the play pile. And basically, you're just playing cards in consecutive order out here. Or just, you have to play them where it's either the same or higher than the card that's out here for your turn. So this player's played 1 card, and then they get to refill their hand back to 5 cards, and it is now this player's turn. You proceed clockwise if you're playing with more than 2 players. You can play more than 1 card on your turn if it is the same number. So this player has 2 4s, and then you just draw back up to 5 cards in your hand. And it's this player's turn. And yes, this continues until you're through this entire deck. If at any point you can't play on the card that's out here, so let's say this was something that they couldn't play on, even though they clearly can. What you do in that situation is you have to pick up the pile of cards, add them to your hand, and then it's the other player's turn. So if that happened to them, then it's this player's turn, and they get to go again. This player doesn't get to draw, doesn't get to play right away if they've had to pick up all the cards. This player gets to play. So they'd go ahead and play this card and draw their hand back up to 5, and then this player gets to play. They go ahead and play their 5, but they don't draw any additional cards until their hand is below 5 cards again. There are some specialty llamas in the deck. If you do get stuck, they can help you. So if it was this player's turn, and if they didn't have anything that was a 5 or higher to play, they might want to play a specialty llama. So in their hand, they might have one of these, and they could choose to play the baby llama, which basically functions as a wild card, and then their turn is over, and it would go to this player, and they could play any card they wanted on top of that, any number they can play. Or they might choose to play the Shy Llama. The Shy Llama, once played, it's the next person's turn, and they have to play a number between 1 and 4, or any of the other specialty llamas, but not the big llama. The Ghost Llama, if they chose to play that, it just copies whatever the top card of the play pile is. So it can be any card, it just mimics it, and it's a copy of it. The big llama is, if you play that, then the only thing that can be played on the big llama is any of the specialty llamas besides the Shy Llama. These two do not go together at all. And finally, there's the Magic Llama. If this player were to play the Magic Llama out here, then it clears the stack out of the game, and they get to go again. And you can do this just with the regular cards as well. If this player had another 2 5s to play on top of this, if you ever have 4 of the same number in the row, it clears the stack, and then whichever player completed that number, the 4 of that number, would get to go again. Here's what happens when the draw pile runs out. As you can see, there's plenty of discarded play piles over here. This is where they're currently at. It's this player's turn. They're going to play the Magic Llama, clear the stack, they get to go again. So they're going to place their 2 2s and draw the remaining cards from the draw pile. They're only at 4, but that doesn't matter. This is gone. So now nobody is drawing from the draw pile anymore. They are getting rid of the cards in their hand. And once they've done that, which this player has just done, then they're going to get to start to play the cards from on top of their stacks. This player doesn't want them to. So he's played out his big llama. If you cannot play on the play pile from one of these cards, what you get to do is you get to pick one, place it on top, and then collect this back into your hand. You don't get to go again right away. So it's this player's turn. They're going to go ahead and play the Shy Llama. This person's going to play their 1. They play their baby llama. This person's placing their 2 5s. And now this player gets to start playing the cards from on top of their stack. So they're going to go ahead and play their 6. And this player is going to place the last card out of their hand here. And now it's back to, from big llama to, they're going to go ahead and play their baby llama because they can't play the 8. They're playing their 4. And we play, if you have 2 that are the same number out here, you can pick them up and play them together just like you would if they were in your hand. Otherwise, it's 1 at a time. This player is going to play their 8. This player can't play their 6. So once again, they do this, pick up all of these cards are now their hand. And now this player can start flipping out these cards 1 at a time into the middle. So they're going to go ahead and go. They flip out their first one. This player is going to go ahead and play a couple 6s and hope that they have something lower out here. They don't. They have a 7, so this player goes ahead and plays an 8. Let's see if they make it. They had a 9, so they have run out of their cards, and this player would be the winner. If they hadn't been able to play, then it would have been like there was the other time where if this had been a 7, they would have picked up all the cards into their hand and then played them down, and whoever was first was the winner, but they had the highest cards, so they won easy peasy right there. So that's how to play Llama Drama. This is actually pretty much identical to a camp game I grew up playing with just a regular set of playing cards, but it had an inappropriate name, so I'm all for throwing in some llamas, having some specialty power cards, and then if that's what gets your kids to play a game with you, fantastic. So, Llama Drama, go check it out. Thanks and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.